2, 1.
So we got a lot of other purchases we got to do here coming up.
So you just want to put it off a little bit?
Yeah.
What do you think? How long do you think it'll take you to put it off?
About a year.
About a year, okay. Well, what I've found is most people, when they want to put it off and they say maybe a year, there's one or two things that'll happen. You'll either get it in a year or possibly you'll wait up to 3 years to get it. Now, let's look at the possibility that it would take a year. First off, this page right here is what it costs you per day to put it off. Now, you had a $60 soap bill, so this is $2 instead of $3. And then the $1.50 is the raw water cost, which is your coffees, teas, juice, Kool-Aid, sugars, replacing washable clothing, washing machines, water heaters, dishwashers, faucets, shower makers, stuff like that, or shower heads. And that's $1.50. And then you got two dimes on the bottled water and 3 dimes on the gas water heating. So let's say you put it off an hour. All these 4 things are still going to be a cost, right?
Yeah.
So you're still going to buy soap. You're still going to have all this. Okay, so if you take that and you take that adds up to $4 a day instead of $5 a day, since it was just $2 here. Mm-hmm. There's roughly 400 days in a year, 365, but let's say it took you 400 days to go do it. So that's going to cost you $1,600, right?
Yes.
But then you lose out on the soap, the free soap. And I know you'd probably want to get the soap, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't? So if you total this up, you've got $4 times 400 days is $1,600 plus $585, which is $2,185. Now, what I found is most people that say, hey, I'm going to put it off a year, they end up putting it off 3 years. And I've done this myself many times where I'm going to get something, get around to it, and you end up not getting around to it. Well, $4 a day times 3 years. 3 years is roughly 1,000 days, a little short of it if you do the math. I mean, a little longer than that. So we're actually going a little long on this, a little short on this, but same thing. About $4,000 is what it would cost you plus $585 for the soap, which is $4,585. Which one of these ones do you think is acceptable? Losing $2,185 or losing $4,500?
Neither one.
I know. What do you think, Molly?
Yeah, either one.
Now, one hybrid I could do for you, and I don't necessarily have to do this, and I'm saying this just for the video, is I could put you on Try Before You Buy. Okay, which is $99 a month. And it says that we will give you the first 3 months towards payment, but I could make a concession by calling my manager and possibly getting you up to a year, that the payments count towards purchase. Now, if that happened, watch what happens here. You pay $99 a month for a year, which is, roughly $1,200 because you got, 100 times 12 is $1,200. Well, then $71.90, you've already paid in $1,200, and you're down to $59.90. That's all you owe. I mean, that's not a bad deal because what's happening is you're not losing anything. Every payment you do is lower in the balance, but you're not losing this, and you're securing yourself to free soap. Now, if I could do that, what do you think about that?
Yeah, we'd probably have to sit down and talk about it for a little bit just to make sure that would work for us.
Yeah, and you also had mentioned earlier something else about
Vacation.
Saving up for the vacation. Yeah, and there's lots of other investments. There's a lot of people, and a vacation is a tricky one. I would have rather had you say that you wanted to finish the kitchen or the basement, because a vacation is a timing thing, but finishing, where they're only young once and stuff like that.
Disney's not cheap.
Yeah. But nonetheless, if you go to Disney, you're still going to buy soap, right?
Yes.
You're still going to have plumbing.
Yes.
And by the way, plumbing will be settling while you're on vacation. Because, the one thing about sediment, if the water ran all year long, it would never build up. Right. Because there's no time for it to settle. But what it does, it settles in on this stuff when you're on vacation in Disney World. Or when you're at work or in jail or anywhere. So therefore, you're still going to have plumbing. Okay, you're still going to have water heaters. You're still going to have faucets. You still have dishwashers. Still have washer machines, ice makers. All this stuff will still go bad whether you go to Disney World or finish the basement or not. But you're still going to buy soap. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay, and then you're still going to buy bottled water, right?
Yes.
And a gas bill. Well, you add this up, it's $34,000. So here's my thing. There's lots of things that you're going to want to do over the next 25 years. Finish the basement, put a new roof on, go on vacations and stuff like that. the first thing you ought to do is the thing that brings you back to 34,000 because it'll help you to buy the other things. You know, that's the whole thing. It's just like you'd want to get a lawnmower or you'd want to get a couch. Well, the lawnmower saves the money if you're paying someone to do the lawn. So you get that first, you start saving money from paying the person to do the lawn, and all of a sudden you've got the money for the couch. Which leads me to one other thing, which I'll jump right to it right now anyway, is once you buy a home, do you get a washing machine or do you go to laundromat?
You get a washing machine.
You get a washing machine, and the choice is very much the same with us, is that, see, with a washing machine, they cost, $1,200, $1,500, $2,000, but they save you $100 at the laundromat, and $100 a month at the laundromat is $1,200 a year, $6,000 in 5 years. So every 5 years, a washing machine pays for itself 3 times. Well, our system every 25 years pays for itself about 6 times. In fact, the 2 best things you can possibly buy for your house is a washing machine to keep out of the laundromat and a water max to keep you from all the dangers of the hard water. And really, that's the reason why the hotels and everybody else use them also. But let me just ask you this. Let's say that there is a different angle where the city actually came by today, and the city wants to turn off your water, and they want to run a separate water line right down your street. And so your water turns off for a day. And they say that the one water will cost, let's just use swag, which is cleaning products, energy bill, and bottled water. It's $80. Okay, so they're going to charge you $80 to run, for a water bill, which is normal. Okay, but the water bill with Hague water is $99. So they shut up your water. They say they're going to turn down tomorrow. It's going to be $80 or it's going to be $99. Now, at first you say, well, I want the $80. Tell me about the $80. Well, the $80's got sediment that's going to build up in your plumbing. It's going to give you dry skin. It's going to give you bathtub ring. It's going to make your clothes dingy. It's going to leave spots all over your dishes. And of course, look at the cleaning that the 80 does. Now, the 99 has pure water. There's no chlorine in it, softer skin, cleaner shower doors, all the benefits of that. Now, at first, you're like, yeah, that's a step up, but do we want to step up? And then the lady at the city says, yes, but you pay that $80 forever. So you times forever, and that comes out to $960 in a year. In 10 years, that comes out to $9,600. And then the lady at the city says, this one you can zero out for $71.90 anytime in the first year. Which one you can ever turn on?
I would definitely ever turn on the 99.
Definitely. And you know what it's really similar to is going to the car dealership. Like, let's say you want a new car. So you go to the car dealership and you're like, I don't know if I can afford this car. You're kind of nervous. You're always nervous when you're buying a car. The guy pulls out a gas card and he says, I'm going to give you this gas card for free gas for 10 years. 10 years at the car dealership. You add that up and that comes out to, let's say it came out to $17,000. Would you get that car?
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're giving you a soap. So we're not gassing you up, we're soaping you up. But it's still going to save you money.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, when's the best time to do it?
No.